Hello, 16100 Realty agents. Well, today you missed a great meeting. We are now meeting every Tuesday, 11 a.m., for a powerful Tuesday coaching. Let's take your business to the next level. So, I did not want you to miss out what we talked about today. Great information. So, I have to share with you guys. And hopefully, you take this information and learn from it and grow with us. So we're going to we're going to dive right in. I want these videos to stay a little short, trying something new with these videos. So hopefully you'll be able to use this information and use this tool. So today we did the agent wheel. So how is your business? How is your wheel in your business running? Is it running smoothly like a wheel should be? Is it rolling? Or is it a little bumpy because you're lacking in some areas is going to be the reason why. And this is going to be a test. So you're going to judge yourself. I had to judge myself. Hilda judged the company. We judged the company as well. And so now you're going to judge yourself, your productivity. How are you doing in business? And where do you need help? And that's what we're here for. And we're all new and growing. And even if you're not new, we can always use some improvement. And so we're going to go through this real quick. And so that way you can score yourself and see where you need the help. So this is kind of broken down into sections. And so the first section that we're going to talk about is productivity. And you are going to number yourself 1 through 10. And it even talks about it here at the bottom. So if you want to read that there. So 1, you need major improvement. You need help. Number 10, you've completely mastered this and you got this down. And if that's the case, then we really need you to come in on Tuesdays so that you could share with the rest of us on what you're doing and to be so successful. We would love to hear from you. Alrighty, so the first one, lead generating. How are you doing? 1, not so good. 10, doing amazing. Somewhere in the middle. So you can write that number in, or you can fill in the wheel, shade it in, color it in, whatever you want to do. You can print this. You want to come by the office to pick up some. I can email it to you as well. And so that way you can have this, or you could just write it on a piece of paper. So lead gen, how are you doing? What is your number? What is your score? Time management. Man, time management, I know that is hard. We'll put on there that we're going to call, that we're going to post on Facebook, that we're going to go door knocking. We're going to go visit builders. So are you putting things on there? Are you blocking the time off? And then are you sticking to it? So what are you doing in time management and what is your score? The next one, referrals. How are you dealing with referrals? Are you taking those referrals, working those referrals, asking for referrals? So once you have put the score in for each one, you're going to take all 3 for that section because this is under productivity. And I want you to put that score for all 3 of those right here under productivity. And we're going to go to the next section on growth. How is your business growing? Are you working your database? Are you putting information into your database? Are you connecting with vendors and partnering up with them, getting to know them, calling them for coffee, networking? Are you doing any of those things? Personal growth. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you doing the things that you want to be doing? Any hobbies, vacations, family time? Sometimes we even need to put those things on our calendar to remind us that we need to do those things and to take care of ourselves, because our business cannot grow if we're not taking care of ourselves. All right, so that was on growth. So you're going to take the score of those 3 items right there, and you're going to put it right here under growth. And the next, we're going to talk about systems. So how are your systems running? Do you have transaction management systems? And I know as an office, that's an area that I have tried to grow and I have, failed. And that's okay. I know where my weaknesses are, or where we're struggling, or what we need. And this will helps us see that. And we're all human. The company's new, whatever it may be. But that's what this is for, so that we can bring the truth out and see what we need. But how is your transaction management? And are you still staying on top of the files and, with the clients, and stay in the loop of everything? Client care, the next one. What are you doing to take care of your clients? Follow up. Are you following up with your clients, your leads, your referrals, with everybody? Do you have a system in place that helps you do that? So those three sections is under systems. So then you're going to put your score for all three of those right here. Now the next one, profitability. I know a lot of us don't have any profit right now, since we are realtors, and there's lots of expenses that come with this new business, as in any new business. So once you start making some money and income and everything, then you're going to be able to know what your net worth is. What is your budget? What does your P&L look like? And you also, whether it's in a negative or a positive, you still need to have those numbers and know them, because you got to, be prepared for tax season anyways. So that whole section right there, score yourself on each section. And then for the three of them, what is your score for all three? And you're going to put it over here on profitability. All right, now that you've done that, let's add up all four of those scores. So the scores for all four groups, and you're going to get the total score, and then you're going to divide that by 120. And then what is that score? And then down here, it'll tell you if you have an A, if you're in the 80s, a B, if you're in the 70s, you got a C, if you got a D, and we're not even going to say F that you're failing. We just got you, and we got each other. And that's what we're here for, is we're going to help you bring up those low scores, because I know that's where we were as a company when we even took our test. And I'm not ashamed to say that or admit it, because we're growing, we're new. But I'm ready for me personally and the company to go to the next level. How about you? And so hopefully you're ready to go to the next level with me. So the plan for the next 12 weeks is we're going to dive deep into each one of these sections. So the very first section that we're going to talk about next week is lead generating. So we are really going to discuss that in depth. So come prepared for next week. What are you doing to lead gen? What was your score in this area? And so we're going to really talk about that. And one of the things that we talked about today is, and it's kind of also lead gen, what it has something to do with all of this, is what money producing event or activity or item that is on your calendar. So what are you doing? What's currently on there? And then after you look at that and be honest with yourself that there's probably not much on there that's going to produce you money. So we need to decide, what do we need to focus on so that you can be producing money? And that's what we're going to do next week on lead gen. And so we worked today to come up with some ideas. And you can't see the board, but let me see if I can come around here and show you the board and see what we all kind of came up with today in the meeting. So I asked the question, what is on the calendar? What is on your calendar? And we asked everybody to give us some ideas of what is on your calendar to lead gen. And so some of the ideas that they gave us that we had talked about, face-to-face meetings. That's a money producing appointment, because you never know where that appointment is going to get you. Work in your sphere, closings, calling prospects, social media, visiting builders, farming, follow-up, networking, open house, vendors. All of these things are kind of money producing items and lead generating. So bring your ideas next week, and let's dive really deep into lead generating. We're going to look at it will also tie into the time management, which will be the following week. So make one commitment to yourself this next week. So I challenge you this next week to focus on one thing. Focus on one lead generating thing this next week and come back with some results next week. So make a commitment to yourself, to your business, to your family, and let's grow to the next level. Thank you so much for watching this and hope to see you next Tuesday.